Another question, in Orange County, the social worker regularly takes away hours for alternative hours such as schools, daycare. How do we inform them that it's incorrect? What is the MPP ruling the recipient can use to counter this?
The MPP does not include the word school. That's actually one of the things we discussed in this presentation. So the actual MPP, the Manual of Policy and Procedure, that is used by CDSS does not actually include the word school. It is, however, in the clarification, which is in 1795. And so they're going to rely on the clarification. So the only way that you could possibly get this reversed is to make two arguments. First argument is that it's not part of the regulation and that the ALJ should rely on the regulation and not on the clarification. That's number one. But number two, which I think is even more important, is you as the authorized representative for the minor child have the choice of picking when the hours are distributed throughout the week. And so you can elect to not use the time at school as part of your IHSS. So if you're authorized, say for example, 5 hours of dressing, this is just a hypothetical. The social worker cannot force you to use some of those hours at school. The social worker can recognize school as an alternate resource, absolutely, so you cannot get paid for time while your child is at school, but you're not getting paid for when your child's at school. Your child's just getting a resource provided for free by the school district. They should not dock you for the hours at school if in fact you can validate that there is a need for those hours in other places, because like I stated before, the law says that you as the authorized representative of the minor are the one that determines how the hours are used. All the state does is grant you a certain quantity of hours for certain categories, and the total of those hours is quantified in an amount that is designed to be administered over the duration of a month. So you have the ability to determine where those hours are allocated. So that's the argument that I would make in that situation, is I would argue that yes, you recognize that school is a time in which you cannot get paid, but it doesn't specify, the regulations does not specify that the school district must allocate hours from IHSS for school. You're not supposed to be docked hours because the service is provided by the school district. It's supposed to be an alternate resource, which is essentially a neutral point, a point in which you can't claim time, but it should also not affect your hours that are authorized for the month.